Welcome to my unboxing of the AMD FX 8-core processor Black Edition with liquid CPU cooling system. However, I should tell you guys now that this is a sample of the liquid cooling system that does not have a CPU inside. So there you go. Overclock and don't overheat, liquid CPU cooling system, easy bend tubes for maximum flexibility, quiet high performance pulse width modulation, I think they mean PWM, radiator fans, brilliant customizable RGB LED, okay that's kind of cool, custom fan speed control software, as well as, more about the CPU that is not in here, because this box includes an AMD processor that is not in here, installation instructions, limited warranty information, and a liquid CPU cooling system designed for use in a desktop PC. So let's have a look at what is just the liquid cooling system from AMD. So you can see right here who the OEM for this particular liquid cooling system might happen to be. AMD shows you how to install it. Okay? Cool beans. Next, we have the liquid CPU cooling chill control software, which you should not use. You should download the latest from someone's website, whether it happens to be AMD or AMD. Okay, it includes mounting hardware for AMD systems. There you go. So we got screws for the fans, screws for the hold down plate, as well as a little ring that goes here apparently. Or goes somewhere. Okay? And then mounting clips. It is compatible with AM2, AM2+, AM3, and AM3+. 2 fans included. They seem to be of some kind of reasonable quality because they don't have like a ton of flex to them. These are Everflow Motor Your Life R121225SU fans. And there are 2. So you can mount them in push-pull if you see fit, or you can just put one of them on your CPU and like put the other one somewhere else. They're reasonably nice looking. You've got your little AMD sticker going on there that's green, as well as nice short 4-pin PWM connectors that are using all black wires and then a black connector, so they are very aesthetically pleasing, if nothing else. Alright, as you can see, there is no CPU in the box, although yours would have a CPU in the box. Here we see the bottom cold plate, as they call it, or CPU block, as I think we should probably be calling it, with pre-applied thermal interface material. It is a very high quality TIM that is installed on the bottom of these AMD coolers. I do know that for a fact. Changing it out with something better actually will not really net you much in terms of a performance gain. Here we have the power for the pump itself, as well as the pass-through that will power the fans. So this cable right here runs to power both of your PWM fans, and it can control the fan speeds on both of them at the same time. You can see the only wire that is not running to the second connector is the RPM monitor. So the RPM monitor will only work on one of the fans. As long as they are both plugged into the radiator, you would hopefully notice that that one of the fans isn't working long before both of them failed, and then, you know, your CPU wasn't getting any cooling, because as long as one of them is going, you should be fine. So this uses a thick style radiator, much like the Corsair H70 or H80, which means that if you are running in push-pull, it's ideal because there is a lot of resistance to the air being pushed or pulled through the radiator if you don't have 2 fans, and in order to get the best possible performance out of the surface area you have available, you want to make sure you're pushing lots of airflow through it. Now, when they talk about super flexible tubes, they are not kidding. These are just like the ones on the NCIX 920, where you can bend them up like this and you can see, look ma, no kinks. So you will be able to get adequate liquid flow to your CPU regardless of what kind of contortionist configuration you have to do in order to get the block positioned correctly over your processor. Now, the other thing that can be a bit of a challenge for these is you got to make sure you do have adequate room in your case. Most cases that accept a 120mm cooling fan at the back will work with this kind of a radiator. You can see there's a small tank at the top as well as a small tank at the bottom, but on the sides they're fairly low profile, so it's exactly the width of, okay, slightly more than the width of a fan. I think that pretty much covers it. If you want to know how it performs, go find out how an H70 performs, and it's going to be pretty much that, but probably a little bit better because these are better fans. And you got your unlocked FX processor thing going on the top here. That's where the RGB LEDs are, so you can actually change the color of the FX in there. I guess I'd recommend red. I mean, you can make it blue if you want, but I think we all know why that would be wrong. So don't forget to subscribe to Linus Tech Tips for more unboxings, reviews, and other computer videos. And thank you for checking out this video of the AMD FX Series Liquid Cooler.